the Lochness monster. Sightings date back to the 6th century. And just when you think the creature and the legend may have died down, some new eyewitness accounts pop up to remind you the story is still very much alive.
Oh my God!
From terrifying legends to mysterious myths, there are monsters that have captivated our imaginations for centuries. Sometimes by lurking below, while other times leaping out of the surface. Join us to watch the most convincing sightings of the legendary entities that, if not filmed, no one would have believed otherwise.
There's something actually in the water.
A tourist was enjoying the view near an old castle by the sea when he noticed some ripples near the shore. The strange thing was, these ripples only appeared in one spot, nowhere else in the water. Soon, he noticed a creature moving just beneath the surface. His first thought was the Kraken, the legendary sea monster said to pull ships into the ocean. But as he shared the video online, netizens quickly pointed out that it couldn't be a Kraken. They are too massive to come so close to shore, and the ripples were much smaller than what a creature of that size would cause.
There's something in the water, guys. Can you guys see that?
Canadian lake creature. A local was standing by the lake when a sudden movement caught his eye. As he looked closer, he spotted a creature with a long neck and a small head. It had a hunched body, half submerged under the surface. The sight reminded him of the legendary Ogopogo, said to inhabit Okanagan Lake, Canada. Known for its snake-like movements and humps cutting through the water, Ogopogo has been part of folklore for centuries. He quickly shared his footage online, sparking a buzz of theories. Some were convinced that it was an Ogopogo, while skeptics claimed it was just logs floating along the current. Congo creature sighting. A fisherman in the Congo jungle was about to start his day when he spotted an unusual creature in the water. It made him turn his boat back to the shore, causing chaos among the locals. In the water, a large, shadowy shape moved slowly under the surface. Its size and movements made many think of Mokele Mbembe, a legendary creature from the Congo jungle. Stories say it's a dinosaur-like animal that protects its territory and stops anyone who gets too close. Thankfully, they managed to escape safely. Otherwise, that monster might have made them a part of history. Shadowed creature. A beachgoer was filming the peaceful waves when they suddenly grew stronger. While capturing the moment, he accidentally recorded a rare sight. A long, shadowy object appeared in the water. Initially, it looked like a drifting log, but before he could settle on that idea, a head emerged from the water. It was clear. It wasn't a log. It was a sea creature. Could it have been a giant snake? Or maybe even a legendary sea serpent? The unexpected sight left him shocked, with a video fueling endless speculation.
Bruh.
Unseen aquatic creature.
Oh my God!
Sailors, with their years on the water, often speak of strange things most of us could never imagine. One such video, filmed on May 26, 2007, recently resurfaced online, sparking intense debate. The footage shows a creature leaping out of the water before quickly disappearing beneath the waves. Speculations flooded in. Some viewers were convinced it was a lake monster, possibly a distant cousin of the Loch Ness legend. Others argued it could be a surviving dinosaur, a relic of a forgotten era. Truth is still unknown. Swarm mystery. A group of tourists was passing through Okefenokee Swamp in southeast Georgia when they found themselves in an unsettling situation. They had to stop as the swamp was filled with creatures. A large number of alligators had gathered, trapping them in a narrow canal. The reptiles were packed so tightly together that some were even crawling over each other in the water. It was a rare sight, a congregation of American alligators. Now researchers are scrambling to understand why this unusual gathering took place. Foil sighting. In 2013, a film crew working on a short movie near Ireland's Foil, an unusual creature caught their attention. As they were recording, a large creature swam beneath the surface. It had a long body that appeared briefly and soon vanished when it got closer to a nearby boat. Some viewers immediately jumped to the conclusion that it could be the Lochness monster, but experts suggested it might be a large fish or even a whale. The strange part? Marine animals don't usually act this way around humans. That made this sighting all the more mysterious. Bessies Shadow.
What is that?
In August 2024, a man was enjoying the peaceful view of Lake Erie when some movement caught his eye. A large, dark shadow moved beneath the surface, sending ripples across the normally calm water. Locals quickly whispered about Bessie, the legendary lake monster said to haunt these waters, much like its famous cousin Nessie from Lochness in Scotland. Bessie has been part of Lake Erie's lore for generations, with sightings dating back to the 1800s. While no one has ever definitively proven Bessie's existence, this latest encounter has only added to the mystery.
It's hanging out right.
Roseville Sighting. On December 8, 2015, friends visiting Roseville, Sydney were left in shock when they spotted a giant creature moving beneath the water. The sight was so striking that many believed they had witnessed the Lochness monster, sparking curiosity. As the video of the mysterious creature circulated, it quickly gained attention, with people speculating about its true identity. But experts later revealed the truth. What seemed like a sea monster was actually a whale swimming beneath the Roseville Bridge. It's a reminder of how easily the unknown can spark our imagination, turning everyday sightings into tales of wonder. Nessie or Dino? A video recently buzzed across the internet. It shows a beached creature lying motionless on the sand. The features appeared reptilian, its long neck and small head visible from a distance. The footage sparked wild theories. Some quickly jumped to the conclusion that it was the Lochness monster, while others speculated it could be a dinosaur, somehow surviving underwater for all these years. A few even claimed this monster to be a cross between a dinosaur and Nessie, but till date, no one could surely say what it actually was. Ghosty Waterhead. Some teenage villagers were having a fun day swimming in the lake when they noticed a strange object floating ahead. It looked like a ball, but as they got closer, they realized it had a tail. What surprised them the most was the shape at the end. It resembled the head of a woman with long, flowing hair. That's when they realized it was a shape-shifting ghost. What they didn't know was that they might have just encountered the Penanggalan, a scary creature from Malay ghost myths. But instead of running away, one of them bravely fought and managed to force this scary creature to swim back to its home. Evidence of existence. For years, companies have paid millions to get any solid evidence of the Lochness monster. Even Scotland's tourism saw a boost from all the speculation, but no one ever really got the proof they were hoping for. But recently, a drone camera captured something that left everyone speechless. There in the water, the Lochness monster moved around, completely unbothered. Maybe because it was unaware of being filmed. We've all seen blurry pictures of its neck, but this was different. This time, the footage showed its entire body. It was the proof we all have been waiting for. Beach Lochness. A beach camera captured a sight that scared everyone. A long neck with a small head emerged from the water, moving slowly toward the other side. For an instant seemed like nothing more than a reflection, but as it became clearer, onlookers noticed its strange shape. The features, though blurry, seemed to match descriptions of the Lochness monster. Some tried to dismiss it as a trick of the light, while others were convinced that it was a legendary beast. Emerging monster. A man went to the river to enjoy some peace, unaware that he would soon have an unexpected companion. As he stood by the water, he noticed ripples forming on the surface, growing larger. His gaze followed the movement, and soon he saw the back of a creature. It had a long, snake-like body, moving slowly through the water. He posted the video online to get some clues. Some claimed this was an ancient sea serpent. Others debunked any theory, calling it a whale calf that might have lost its way during migration. But we would like to hear your thoughts too. Let us know by commenting below. Tiny mystery. Fishermen in Thailand were out on their boat when they spotted a strange creature swimming near them. It had a body that resembled a turtle, but there was one major difference. It didn't have a shell. Strangely, it had two wing-like growths attached to its body, allowing it to float on the water. They tried to catch it, but the tiny mystery swam back to the depths, leaving its identity a mystery forever. Haunting lake spirit. A group of friends visited an abandoned lake, hoping to find some adventure, but what they encountered was terrifying. From the water, a woman-like figure slowly emerged. At first, they thought she might be someone in need of help. Her long, tangled hair clung to her pale face, and her arms reached out as if calling them closer. Some believe these women are cursed souls, trapped by grief. Others claim they guard ancient treasures hidden deep beneath the water's surface. Retrieved footage. A tourist went for a swim in Lake Champlain, filming everything with a GoPro. The water seemed calm until the footage revealed something unexpected. Beneath the surface, the camera caught a glimpse of a creature with sharp teeth. The video shook suddenly before cutting off, leaving the onlookers shocked. No one knows what happened next. It is said that a tourist was taken by Champ, the legendary lake monster rumored to roam these waters. If true, it's better to avoid visiting Lake Champlain, as it still shelters these prehistoric creatures. Confusing sight. A viral video has stirred the internet, showing how easily perception can be deceived. The clip featured a long, slithering figure gliding through the water, its massive size creating the illusion of a giant sea monster. Many viewers were quick to label it the Lochness monster, but as the footage continued, the tail of the creature came into view, exposing a distinct fin. The revelation shifted perspectives instantly. It turned out to be a sturgeon, a large, ancient fish with a unique, long body. The moment served as a reminder of how easily myths can arise from nature's wonders. Ocean mystery. A video has surfaced online, sparking a lot of curiosity and debate. A head emerged from the ocean's depths, but as the rest of its form came into view, it was unlike anything anyone expected. The head looked human, but the body, it was something completely unrecognizable, unlike any known marine creature. People had all sorts of theories. Some called it a humanoid sea creature, while others thought it might be some kind of hybrid species. We have all heard stories about mysterious creatures, but this time, someone had finally caught one on camera. Unfamiliar, watertight. Fishermen were busy trying to make a great catch at Wolf River, Wisconsin, when they noticed a mysterious fish passed by another boat. What made it even stranger was that the river only contained fresh water, and there were no dolphins or seals in sight. One of them was recording the sight, and they decided to review it. When they zoomed in, it appeared to be a humanoid head that leapt into the water, but there was no swimmer that day. Could this be the legendary creature living down there? What are your thoughts on this? Shoreline Chaos. Beachgoers were enjoying their day when suddenly two mysterious creatures swam too close to the shore. They had huge, snake-like bodies with sharp teeth and terrifying eyes. The sight sent chaos through the crowd as people scrambled to get away. A few sharp-eyed onlookers quickly recognized the creatures as sea serpents. The appearance of such creatures so close to humans after so many years was shocking. It was clear they had been hidden in the deep for ages, but now they were revealing themselves once again, maybe as a warning for us. Massive reptile. Locals gathered around an unusual sight in Malaysia as officers carried out a successful reptile hunting operation in Ta Dao River. The crocodile was very heavy, weighing more than a ton and stretching 18 feet long. They had to use a tugboat and a crane to pull it ashore. Saltwater crocodiles are common in rivers and coastal areas of Sarawak and Sabah, where human crocodile encounters are more frequent. The government has implemented measures to manage the crocodile population, including awareness campaigns. Legendary water snake. A sailor had a close encounter with an ancient creature that he will never forget. While navigating the waters, he spotted a giant snake slithering through the ocean. It was unlike anything he'd seen in his years at sea. The creature was huge, moving gracefully through the water. He realized it wasn't just any snake, it was a sea serpent. Sea snakes are real creatures, found in the Indian Ocean and Southern Pacific, though they are much smaller than the one he saw. With more sightings popping up recently, some began to wonder, could these ancient creatures be coming back? And if they are, what does it mean for us? Hidden giant. A guy by the river managed to capture an unidentified creature on camera. It was barely visible, just a shadow beneath the surface, but its size was unmistakable. The creature seemed to move slowly, its form stretching far across the water. The video quickly made its way online, and soon, people began to wonder, could this be the legendary Ogopogo, known to inhabit Okanagan Lake in Canada? It is described as a serpent-like creature that's been the subject of many scary sightings. Floating serpent. Before planning a trip to Thailand, one should be aware of what can appear when it rains heavily. In the Patani province of southern Thailand, a massive creature was spotted on a flooded street. A giant python, measuring around 20 feet, was seen swimming through the deep floodwaters. Its long, bloated belly floated just above the surface, while its huge head remained submerged and out of sight. Locals had already noticed their goats mysteriously disappearing. It seemed the giant snake was the culprit, leaving everyone in the area shocked. As we continue to disturb their habitats, these creatures are finding refuge near us when disasters strike, seeking shelter in places we once considered safe. Sanibel Island Serpent.
Oh my god, hold on. No, stop.
A couple visiting the waters off Sanibel Island were taken by surprise when a huge ripple appeared on the surface. As they panned their camera, a body like a giant snake, over 20 feet long, emerged from the water. Rumors quickly spread that a sea serpent had been spotted, but a closer look revealed that the dark, round shape briefly breaking the surface seemed more like a manatee, or possibly a young whale. Despite this, many remained unconvinced, pointing out that these creatures don't appear so suddenly. Footage from 90s. A video from the 90s has resurfaced on the internet, bringing with it a forgotten moment that once stirred curiosity. Captured by a channel at the time, the footage shows a creature emerging from the water, resembling the Lochness monster. The way it disturbed the water was enough to convince viewers that it was huge. However, just as quickly as it appeared, it faded from view. Back then, without social media and the technology we have today, if you missed it, you likely would never see it again. Now, years later, the footage has created a new wave of speculation. Baby monster. While out on a tourist boat, a group of people spotted something strange in the water. A dark shape caught their attention, and as it surfaced, they noticed its face, drawing their focus. Slowly, they observed its long body, which appeared tilted in the water, moving oddly. Some speculated it could be a baby monster, while others mentioned its duck-billed snout similar to a fish. The tilted position is a feature commonly seen in predators like pikes, as it helps them better catch their prey. Because of this, many believed the creature could be a pike. Mysterious lake creature. A boy walked towards the lake unaware of what he was about to find. As he neared the water's edge, a strange creature caught his eye. It had a tail, limbs, and an unusual head with horns. The creature resembled a dragon, though much smaller. It seemed familiar to him and appeared friendly. When the video surfaced, netizens were convinced that the boy was raising a baby dragon. This sparked a discussion about how such creatures could change the way humans interact with them. Shadowy river figure.
Not another mermaid hunt. Seems like I come down to this river every time.
A man was fishing by the river when he noticed a shadow moving just under the water. It wasn't a fish, but had a forked tail. At first, he thought it was just his imagination, but no, this looked real. It was actually a mermaid that swiftly swam right before his eyes. Before the man could manage to get a few more clicks, the water lady mysteriously disappeared.
See that?
What on earth is that?
You see that right there? A mermaid.
Jose drinker. A fisherman was preparing to leave the coast for fishing when he spotted an unusual sight near the dock. A strange face appeared on the surface and grabbed the water hose with what looked like tiny hands. He thought this gray creature was an unknown water species, trying to sip fresh water while floating on the salty surface. As he got closer to investigate, he noticed the head resembled that of a known animal. It turned out this creature was nothing but a manatee quenching its thirst. What he thought were tiny hands was actually its mouth, which it was using to grab the hose tightly. So relax, everyone. It's not a sea anomaly this time, but stay with us as we have some freaky water legends coming up. Forest Lake Discovery. Many deep forest areas remain untouched, feared by those who hear the stories. One man decided to venture into such an abandoned place to uncover its secrets. He came across a lake. There was a figure floating just beneath the surface that caught his attention. It looked almost human, but with a fish-like fin visible. He wondered if it was a mermaid. Their appearances are often linked to sailors' fears of the ocean's depths, sometimes seen as warnings of potential uncertainty. The townspeople avoided the area, claiming it had been spotted many times before. The scary sightings were enough to keep everyone away. River rescue. While working by the river, the farmers spotted a small object sticking out of the water. It looked like a head, barely visible, drifting with the current. One farmer quickly realized it needed help and jumped into the water. As he got closer, he saw it was a baby monkey, struggling to stay afloat. Using a stick, he gently guided it toward the shore. Monkeys are usually strong swimmers, but this one was far too young to manage it alone, and lucky enough to be saved. Shoreline Humanoid. You might have seen crabs moving in shallow water, but this man had an odd encounter. As he stood by the water's edge, his eyes caught sight of a strange figure moving slowly. He thought it was some unusual fish, but its shape soon became clearer. It was humanoid, resembling an alien from space. People quickly started calling it the kelp alien because of its odd appearance. But how could an alien end up in the sea? Some believe there might be a secret base hidden underwater. Mysterious skeleton.
Ma, you see this?
No. Holy shit!
A family outing to a nearby lake for fishing turned into an unforgettable experience. While exploring the shore, they noticed a fin-like structure sticking out from under a rock. One of them carefully pushed the rock aside, revealing a skeleton that left them in shock. It appeared part human, part fish. The skull resembled a human's, but the body was more fish-like, with fins and even small skeletal hands. Whispers of mermaids spread among them. Could this be the remains of a baby mermaid? How long had it been lying there, hidden under the rock?
See this? Oh my god.
Ningan or whale? On August 10th, 2024, an ROV captured a video from the dark depths of the ocean that left viewers shocked. In the footage, a creature emerged, its eye being the most noticeable feature. It remained still for a moment, then slowly descended into the deep. The mysterious sight sparked wild speculation. Some believed it was just a beluga whale, nothing more than a common ocean dweller. But others were convinced it was a Ningan, an aquatic humanoid, said to be part whale, part mermaid. These creatures are said to live in the cold, remote waters of the sub-Antarctic oceans. Fish on deck. Fishermen were shocked when a sea creature suddenly jumped onto their boat. It blended so well with the boat that they barely noticed it. But as they got a better look, they got scared by its strange appearance. It had a broad head with a wide, gaping mouth. Its body was long, with eyes set high on its head. It stared back with a cold, unsettling gaze. It was a monkfish. Known for living on sandy ocean bottoms, these fish can tolerate a wide range of depths and temperatures. So, it was a surprise to find one above the water like this. Triple fin mystery. A man was standing by the weir when he noticed ripples and movement in the water. At first, he thought it might be a shark cutting through the surface, but something was off. Instead of just one fin, 3 fins rose above the water. The strange sight left him puzzled. For a moment, he wondered if he had come across a legendary sea creature that had come to life. Before he could fully process what was happening, the creature disappeared as quickly as it had appeared. Such rare sightings are almost unheard of. This tourist must be lucky to witness it. Spiked Crocodile. A local was amazed when he came across a creature like nothing he had ever seen before. Its long body and powerful tail immediately caught his eye, but what truly stood out was its missing front limbs. As it moved, he was left confused by its appearance. It looked somewhat like a crocodile, but there was one big difference. Spikes ran along its body from head to tail, rather than being fully covered in scales. Netizens speculated it could be a mutation, or maybe a hybrid species. But unfortunately, none of them could get a closer look as the creature quickly crawled away. Red-eyed lake creatures. A girl's camping trip quickly turned into an unexpected adventure. While relaxing by the lake, she held a fish over the water. That's when she spotted 2 strange creatures with glowing red eyes, staring right at her. She froze for a moment, unsure of what to do, and quickly dropped the fish into the water. There was a big splash, and one of the creatures grabbed it and vanished beneath the surface, but the other one remained, still watching her, almost as if waiting for more. Realizing it was better to stay away from the unknown, they decided to leave. Double trouble.
A 2-headed alligator is spotted in the Hillsborough River. New at 6, our Bill Logan goes in depth on whether this discovery is real.
Legend has it that an extraordinary creature once lurked in the mystical waters of the Hillsborough River. In 2014, this story became the talk of the town after a Tampa Bay resident was walking his dog along the river. He spotted a 2-headed alligator. Excited by his discovery, he shared pictures of the creature on social media, and the images quickly went viral, even making front-page news in a local tabloid. But experts remained skeptical. While 2-headed animals like snakes and turtles do exist, they are incredibly rare. This strange sighting occurred in 2014, long before AI, and made many believe it was real.
Quite real, but I will keep searching and see what we can find.
Mystery creature.
Itu ikan apa duyung ya?
A local at a lake spotted something strange emerging from the water. Its body, a mix of red and black, had unusual patterns that caught his attention. Initially, it looked like a giant eel, but there was something off about it. As it surfaced, he noticed it had hair, something no eel should have. Curious onlookers quickly gathered, hoping to get a closer look, but before anyone could get a clear view, the creature disappeared back beneath the waves. Now, marine biologists are puzzled and trying to track it down to study this mysterious sea dweller.
Itu ikan apa duyung ya?
Lake Harney Splash. In October 2017, a tourist at Lake Harney, Florida, captured a strange sight on camera. Water began splashing, and something large appeared to be causing the disturbance. As the waves settled for a movement, a fin, or possibly the creature's back, emerged briefly from the water. It thrashed around oddly, leaving viewers puzzled. Some speculated that it was the Lochness monster, given the serpent-like shape it seemed to have. Others believed it was simply a large alligator, as the lake is known to host many of them. Accidentally captured. Sometimes the camera captures things that the human eye might miss. A guy was filming his friend enjoying a boat ride when he accidentally caught a rare sight that no one expected. Just behind him, a long, slithering shape appeared in the water. It wasn't a manatee or whale, as those creatures don't have such a narrow middle body. The sight immediately made him think of the Lochness monster, with its serpent-like form. Fortunately, the creature moved with a surprising calmness, without causing any disturbance or sudden splashes, allowing the boat to pass by unharmed. It's time for today's open discussion. It was meant to be just a simple snap in the Amazon rainforest, a moment of peace by the serene lake. But as the photo was taken, a giant creature appeared in the frame, an anaconda, its long, powerful body slithering just beneath a man. But luckily it didn't notice the man and went to the other side. If it had been a regular snake, it might not have caused much alarm, but this one was massive. The close call was enough to scare anyone. Locals have long whispered about a legendary, even larger anaconda hiding deep within the jungle, suggesting that some of the rainforest's most ancient secrets may be closer than we realize. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.